Hey everybody, coming with you with the late night vlog. Just finished was the Dodgers and the Giants, the most heated rivalry in baseball. And of course, the Dodgers successfully take the win 8-1 against the San Francisco Giants. Now, that rivalry between LA and San Francisco has long been fought when both teams were in New York. It started in 1890. But the most significant rivalry between the Dodgers and the Giants really occurred in 1965 when Giants pitcher Juan Marichal hit the Dodgers catcher John Roseboro over the head with a baseball bat. Now, that's an interesting game because one of the two top elite pitchers were playing at the time, Juan Marichal for the Giants and Sandy Koufax for the Dodgers. But that really sparked what some people call the hatred between the Giants and the Dodgers. I tend to look at it differently now from a mature point of view. I wouldn't argue with you when I was in my early 20s. I hated the Giants with a passion. But as I grew up and understood that it's a rivalry that we can arguably say is one of the best because it's a heated, very tense, very well-game play between both teams all the time. But in the last few years, the Dodgers have really stepped up the game, and it's one of the elite teams in baseball. But having said that, one of the two teams that I've always said played the Dodgers really well and play them tough, regardless of what their stance is in the league, are the Angels and the Giants. So for me, that's always fun. Now, I will say that for the past 30 years or so, I have never missed an opening day game. And with this situation with the COVID-19, obviously, no one was able to go to the game. So it's another streak that was broken. As well as Kershaw, I think consecutively he had 8 or 10 consecutive opening day games pitched. He wasn't able to pitch today because of a stiff back. But if you watch the first 5-6 innings of the game, it was tied 1-1. The Giants always play the Dodgers really well. And I've come to appreciate both teams for what they represent. They're both teams that fight to the very end. Fortunately for the Dodger fans, they really took to the Giants this year and beat them 8-1 on opening day. But one of the other reasons why I wanted to vlog was to show you that the unity between the two teams has really changed since that unfortunate incident that happened with the Dodgers, with the Giants fan, about 2012, I believe. Is that you saw them all together, both sides of the team unified to honor the Black Lives Movement. And you see both members of both teams kneeling down. Not all of them kneeled down, but there seems to be a unity there that wasn't there in previous years. So that's something that we should all be appreciative of. So what do you think about those who don't kneel during the Black Lives Movement process, the kneeling down process that they've implementing throughout the league? Now, I did find it interesting that the majority of people that weren't kneeling happened to be not people of color. So do we still want to make that an issue, or the fact that everybody's collectively agreeing that things have to change? Do we have to kneel in order for us to support the movement or support change as a whole in general? So it's just something to think about. I like to think of it differently. Even those who decided not to kneel, they had their hands on the shoulders of people that were kneeling. And I guess that was to show solidarity in the movement. And everybody paid their respects during those moments of silence in the opening game. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was it's kind of a mixed bag of who wears a mask and who doesn't. Obviously, you have all the coaches and managers wearing face masks. And you have some players wearing face masks and some weren't. What was interesting is that the Giants' first baseman, Pablo Escobar, had his face mask, but it was under his chin throughout the whole game. And so I thought, well, maybe because he's playing first base and he's not in that close of a proximity to players that maybe when he goes up to bat, he would put it on because he's next to the umpire and the catcher, and he wasn't wearing it when he was batting. So that was a little weird to me because I didn't see the purpose of just hanging the face mask, over your ear loops and having it under your chin. I don't see the purpose of that. Even the intention is debatable whether it's good because there's no point in just wearing the face mask if you don't have it on. So, and he wasn't the only one, but that's the one that they featured on the ESPN broadcast. So, and that would go for any player in any team. If you're going to have your face mask looped around your ear, why not wear it? But it's good to see the managers and the coaches wearing face masks. I would like to see the other players doing it as well. But hey, it's good to see that we have baseball back. Another good day. I think the Dodgers, in recent history, have the most wins opening day. I think with the consecutive win of 11 opening day wins. So good news for that. And keep it here on Zany62, and we'll keep you posted with more sporting news, entertainment news, and political news. And don't forget to like and subscribe.